Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we're diving into a platform that's making some seriously big waves in the AI content world. It's called Unmixr AI, and we're going to figure out if it's really the ultimate all-in-one toolkit that creators have been dreaming about. You know how it is if you're a creator, right? You've got one app for your writing, another for voiceovers, maybe a third for transcribing stuff. It gets messy, and it gets expensive. It's a huge headache, and that's the exact problem Unmixr AI says it can fix.
So what is this thing? Well, Unmixr AI is pitching itself as the one-stop shop to, unmix your workflow. We're talking text-to-speech, transcription, AI chatbots, video dubbing, basically the whole shebang, all in one place. It's a really ambitious goal for sure.
All right, let's dig into the promises. First up, we're going to look at what the platform says it can do. What's actually inside this so-called ultimate AI toolkit?
And the list of features is pretty stacked. I gotta say, you've got super realistic text-to-speech, instant voice cloning, an engine to transcribe your audio and video, a dead simple video dubbing studio, and even an AI chatbot that can use models like GPT-4. It really is trying to be the Swiss Army knife for anyone making content.
And when they say options, they are not kidding around. Get this, the platform has a library of over 1,300 different AI voices for you to use. That is a massive amount of choice, designed so you can find the perfect voice and tone for literally any project.
And that variety isn't just about style. Nope. Those 1,300+ voices are spread across more than 150 languages and regional dialects. So this isn't just a tool for English speakers, they're clearly going for a global user base here.
And this thing is already operating at a pretty serious scale. With over 100,000 active users, Unmixr has already pumped out more than 50 million minutes of audio. That's a huge number, and it shows that people are using this thing a lot.
Okay, so one of their big, flashy features is video dubbing, and they sell it as this super simple 3-step deal. You just upload your video, it gets transcribed, then you translate the text and pick an AI speaker, and bam, you create the dubbed version. They've taken something that's usually super complicated and tried to make it easy.
And it's the same simple philosophy for voice cloning. Apparently, all you need is 30 seconds of clean audio of a voice. You upload it, give your new AI voice a name, and that's it. It's ready to use. The promise here is that you can have a digital clone of your own voice ready to go in just a few minutes.
And this all-in-one idea has definitely gotten some glowing reviews. This one from Grant Goldman calls it a powerhouse platform. So that's the official story. Powerful, packed with features, and easy to use. But the real question is, what happens when actual users get their hands on it?
Right. Let's pivot from the marketing pitch to the real world. It's time to check out the unfiltered feedback from creators who've actually spent their time and money on this platform. Does it live up to the hype?
A great place to look is AppSumo. Across over 100 user reviews, Unmixr is sitting at a 4.1 out of 5. Now, that's a pretty good score, but it's not a perfect 5, which tells you right away that the experience probably isn't flawless for everyone. And look, a lot of users are absolutely thrilled. This 5-star review calls it that Swiss Army knife, again, and says the features are fantastic. So for some people, it's clear the all-in-one dream is a reality, and they love it. But then, you see the complete other side of the story. This 1-star review says the tech is promising, but that it was ruined by poor support and major technical glitches, like dubbing sync issues that made their entire project unusable. Ow. And if you break down the reviews, the story gets even more interesting. It's really polarized. You've got this huge group, 74 people, who gave it a perfect 5-star score. But then you have almost 20 people down at the bottom giving it 1 or 2 stars. So this isn't a case of, it's okay. It seems to be a love it or hate it situation, where a chunk of users are hitting some serious roadblocks. So when you sort through all the feedback, a few clear themes pop up. On the plus side, people love the generous limits for long audio files. They love the quality of the voices, and they really love the value of the lifetime deal. But the complaints are just as consistent. Those dubbing sync problems, really slow customer support, confusing pricing plans, and missing features like adding background music. Those things come up over and over again. So, after all that, where does this leave us? Let's try to pull this all together and figure out if Unmixr AI is something you should consider. I think this really hits the nail on the head. The consensus seems to be that you get this incredibly powerful feature-packed toolkit that can do a ton,
but it comes with a big trade-off. And that trade-off is the risk of running into bugs and having a tough time getting help when things go wrong. It's really a classic battle of power versus polish.
So who is this best for? Well, AppSumo seems to think the ideal users are bloggers, content creators, and marketing agencies. And that makes sense, right? These are people who need a whole bunch of different tools, and we're really value getting them all in one place, especially for a one-time price. They might be more willing to put up with a few quirks to get that kind of value and versatility.
And I think that brings us to the real question you have to ask yourself. Is having one powerful platform that does almost everything worth the potential headache of dealing with bugs and some rough edges? The answer, honestly, is going to be different for everyone. It really depends on your needs, your patience, and your budget.